There we go. We're into this matchup. A little bit of confusion there.
And very much in an early goal from G Frog, just I don't know what happened. I think the entire mess up of everyone saying not going and they just coming out. I think that just messed up the Yetis here, but I think it'll get fixed.
Yeah, quick kickoff goal from the Whales. Confusion happened there. See how the Yetis regain from this after that first goal. I'm sure there's plenty of time on the clock. P-Man's going to try to control in his own half. Swish with the dunk. It's going across the goal line. It's not in.
Yeah, what a shot. That was crazy. It was just there, and as you see, P-Man with a good shot here, but just misses high. As we got Logic going up to challenge, I believe that was Aqua. And he just missed. And P-Man, I mean, that's G, as a matter of fact. He is taking it up. I believe he just got the ball, but P-Man is there. It's just in the net. No, it is out. Sorry about the mess up there.
Yeah, his wall is going to be up in the Yeti's corner. Aqua's going to take time with it. That is Azira. Exiled was trying to get a pass to him. Swish is going to be left alone. P-Man goes for the prenup midfield. Can't quite get it. G Games looking for that sidewall. It's a great touch on the corner. Azira is able to clear it out midfield for Exiled. Shot. Logic gets a nice save. It's going to bounce off the backboard. Azira looking for a follow-up. It's off the ceiling. Will anyone have a save? It will be P-Man, the three-time All-Star. G Games, I mean, the new guy on this Wales team. Logic was here. He's the AGM. P-Man, I believe, he was here last season. Not quite sure on that. G Games for the save. It's going to be risky in front of the net. Yetis are just not able to break through this Wales defense so far. That seems to be a strength for the Wales.
Yeah, this is huge right here. Swish just tried to get a good redirect there off the wall and just missed. But Aqua with a good touch there after the ball was lingering in front. Exile with a good take here, but P-Man is just so good with the rotations. But Swish, and it's just off by a save of Logic there. Exiled with the catch to Aqua, and G Games just, man, this defense is crazy for the Whales as the Yetis just can't get nothing going again.
Yeah, Wales just know how to play their game. They got that early goal. They technically don't need to score anymore unless Exile gets a nice shot on it. He does. P-Man, I think P-Man knew in his brain that the shot was going to be soft. As you can see from Exile's positioning, it wasn't going to be a heavy touch. He just couldn't quite prepare for exactly where it was going to land. That's a nice shot from Exile. That ties the game up 1-1 for the Yetis. That's definitely what we were expecting from the Yetis. They were going to score eventually, and it came there.
Yeah, that was the two best players of each team right there. Frog is, Exile just won the battle there. But here's a good pinch play, and it was close. But the defense of the Yetis is just good there as G just misses a pass. But Swish with a good block. I believe that was on P-Man as the catch comes from G. And G just goes up in the air, trying to keep it, loses control. And it's just taken by Aqua, but P-Man is just there. Exile with a good catch. It just rolls a little too hard off the wall. It's going to be Aqua here, I believe, with a pass to Exiled. He's going to pass it right back down to Swish with a shot, as a matter of fact. And what an angle from Exiled, as he's just in the right spot from Aqua there.
That is what you expect to see from such a player like Exiled. The heist out on the Yetis. And that's actually just a crazy shot. Looking at that second angle, I was not expecting that. I mean, nobody would expect that shot. Of course, the Whales had nobody back that's able to get the Whales to the lead. Exile looking for a flick, trying to get a hat trick in this one. Couldn't quite get it there. I'm sure he'll be close. Have a few more attempts later on. Logic's going to be able to clear it away. This is going to be centered. Will anyone be there? Logic trying to get a second pass out. Shot from G Games. Nobody's there. P-Man to follow up. Saved by Azira. Both these teams, they want a spot in this grand final. Exile looking for a double tap. He can't quite get it.
Wow, what a shot. He almost had another nasty angle, as the last shot he had was nasty as well. P-Man up in the air here. Going down is just blocked by Exile there with good defense. As Exile tries to keep it, it's a shot by G, but he just couldn't get the second touch. Up to Exile from Aqua here. And Exile with a redirect, and I believe that's going to go in. It's just high. What a shot.
Swish is going to pop it up high. Looking back for Exile. This Yetis team, they know how to get to their playmaker. Exile's been trying his best. Wales, they're just going to have to figure out how to keep them from scoring. That's not how you do it. You roll it on the ground right in front of the net. Nobody, you save it, and Swish is there with perfect timing. Rolls it right in. Slots it right between P-Man and G. Perfect parallel parking by the ball to get through there. It's going to be up a 3-1 lead for this Yetis team.
Yeah, like I said, they're off to a hot start. They're looking really good together, playing as a team here as Logic goes up here. Exile gonna, you know, just of course keep the ball here. He's gonna go up, and he's just gonna get it taken away by Logic, but Swish is just there for the keep. And it's just gonna get taken by G again with a pass to P-Man, and P-Man is just there. Perfect play by the Whales there. They just were in perfect position as G goes up, and P-Man is just there in position for the middle pass there from G.
It's goal of the Whales. One, keeping this lead nice and, or the game nice and close, lead nice and short. It's going to bring us to 3-2. Minute 13 to go. The Whales have time. Just don't have much of it. A 0 is going to put it center. G-Game's looking for the shot. It's going to be on. Nice save by Swish. So able to get to the offside wall. It's going to pop middle. Exile's on very little boost. He gets one single touch. Our 0 gets a bang away. We're under a minute now, as it says. So pass back to Logic. What a redirect to Swish. Up he is. It's a great pre-jump to get that read and the save.
That was nuts as Exile is traveling here with the ball. He's going to just fake out. I believe that was Logic, and what a save by G there. Logic was awkward the entire time there after the fake. Over to P-Man, but Exile with just great defense here. He's going to keep it. Switch is going to pass it to him. He's not going to be able to get off the wall in time, but it's just going to be Aqua up, challenging that. Swish is there, but Exile just comes up with a good redirect shot, and he just gets it blocked by, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was G as well. Swish just is awkward here as Exile goes up the wall. He's going to try and play for the save. What a good catch by him. Aqua's going to go up here. He's just going to miss it. It's just a bad touch, and they both miss it here as the ball's just lingering in the front. There's nothing else they can do here as Exile just is going to get it there. I believe Aqua's going to keep it, and it's just saved by G.
Yeah, G's going to pass down midfield. There's still an opportunity. Logic up midfield. Oh, the redirect. So close. I mean, there would have been a goalie back in net. They could have placed that redirect higher, and who knows, we might have had overtime. What a great game one to start this series off. Caden Exiled scoring those two amazing goals, especially that one redirect to get the lead for the Yetis. Other than that, it was a very close game, starting off with that Wales kickoff goal. Yetis, though, they were able to persevere and get the lead.
Yeah, that was huge. The Yetis played really well there, but the Wells didn't play bad at all. They just had one extra mistake there when they were just, you know, in front of the net trying to figure out what was going on, and G just got very, very awkward there and couldn't do nothing with the ball. I believe this Yetis team is just hot right now, and they're just going to keep it going, but the Wells have a lot in store here for this game, and they're just showing the attack that they have with that redirect chance there at the end. So
Yeah, Wales are going to really have to just play counterattack heavy on this Yetis team. It really seems that they're able to find success off of that. Other than that, though, the Yetis, every time they have pressure, the Wales defense just has to stick, keep that goal covered up. If they find a gap, the Yetis will score. We'll see how this next game goes. As really, it could be a turning point in the series. If they boost the Yetis' momentum too much to a 2-0 lead, Wales might not be able to come back.
yeah, very much. It's, you know, the Yetis are just hot right now, and when they get to a hot start, it's kind of hard to stop them, Prague, as they showed all year, they're the number 3 seed, and you know, we're going to start this round off, this game off here, as a matter of fact. And Exile just with a good play, he's just going to keep the ball, and it's just going to get saved by P-Man, but Aqua is just there, and it's a save, another one by P-Man. What a save, doubles by P-Man there. And he's just going to slot it in, Swish with a shot, as Logic and G were just awkward.
Yeah, Logic and G just couldn't find someone who could cover the net. G was front, Logic was back. Neither of them were in the net able to save it. It's going to be an early goal for the Yetis. I mean, they found that opening that I said earlier. Once they find it, they will score. Now it's going to be what can the Whales do to try to tie it up. If not now, maybe later. It's going to be a free shot for Swish, though. It's going to be off into the corner. Popping back for a double tap, possibly. See G Games off the backboard able to save that.
Yeah, that was a good save by him, as you've seen the passing play coming down while Aqua was coming through the middle. Kind of worked out for him, but what a shot by P-Man, but a save by Swish. That was huge, and Swish is just going to continue with the ball here. He's going to pass it to Exile. Exile with a great shot, but a save by G. It was a good placement at the bottom right as Aqua just gets a good touch. G's going to pass it to the middle here. He's going to continue with it. Swish is going to get a good pinch off the wall for a good pass down, and Exile just there, but what a save by Logic as Aqua with a good touch here, as he just barely misses as P-Man takes it. And it's just going to be a downward pass from G Games here as the ball gets touched by Exile, I believe, on the wall. And it just kind of gave the ball. As a matter of fact, he never touched the ball, Frog. And it was just a great play by the Whales.
Yeah, P-Man just in the right spot at the right time. Finds that gap. Ball landed right on his car. Plenty of power to roll it into the net, tying this game up. Ball's going to go off the sidewall now. Logic might have an opportunity. Plenty of full boost. Gets challenged by one. Tries the 50 swish. Can't get it towards the net for a pass. There's a pass. Oh, what a save. That was an amazing shot by the Whales in G Games, but a better save by the Yetis. It would have been probably a clip of the season from one of those teams. I'm sure they probably hit better, but maybe that was the best one yet. Now it's going to be a counterattack. Yetis looking to get someone going. Just Logic back for the Whales. Gets a really soft touch. Exile might be able to shoot. No, Logic keeps control. Pass to P-Man. It's going to be an offense now for the Whales. P-Man has a shot. Center. Nobody is there.
Yeah, wow. It's just the Whales are playing really good passing plays here, Frog, in this one, and they're just taking it over as Exile just tries to get a good play here. Swish just, with a good 50 here, and Aqua tries to come in and misses, but Exile's back for the Yetis as always, and he's just going to continue with the ball here. He's going to get a good touch and a double, and he just barely misses, but Swish is in the great position, and it's just saved by Logic, but it's just in the middle of the net again, and it's saved by, I believe that was P-Man. What a save as G just keeps the ball, just continues here. I believe Aqua, that is Aqua up with him. Exile just going to control the ball here. He's going to try and get it over P-Man, but he cannot.
G Games gets over one. Aqua's able to clear it away. See P-Man, he's going to be able to 50 that. He will. It's a great 50 out. Exile's there to respond. He's going to have some space off the sidewall. Looking for a double tap. Great defense by Logic. So now G Games takes control of the ball. Lots of pinches we're seeing to the sidewalls and ceilings here in this game. Means a lot of 50s are going down and placing pinches. It's a shot by Exile. Great save by Logic. Back and forth shots from both these teams, Caden, I'm seeing. Great saves, too. The velocity on the shots can be a great challenge to be able to save. That's going to be a slow touch. Sometimes you're not expecting it. It almost worked for Exile.
Yeah, it almost did. And I had no idea that the Whales were not going to expect that, as a matter of fact, Frog. That was just a good play by Exile. But here you have Logic controlling the ball. He's just going to keep it. Exile just challenging. Exile playing great defense. As I believe that's going to be Aqua that keeps it, but I believe Exile and Aqua were playing on top of each other there. That can be a little scary there as Aqua gets a great save after a shot from G just from the corner. Exile going to pass it up to Swish. Swish is probably going to pass it down to Aqua, but Aqua cuts back to the right, and that is just a terrible chance as he misses the ball and he just leaves the ball wide open for Logic. And I believe the play fell apart when he cut back to the right, Frog.
Yeah, the play just broke down. It just seemed to be an overcommit or two were up for the Yetis. He was last back. He misses the ball. It's a free open net for the Whales as Logic was able to get there. That's going to put them into the lead here. Pretty late into the game, especially. See how now Logic has boost off the sidewall. Exile's going to be up. Logic trying to drop it down. Swish with a great save. There's another goal there for the Whales. It was thankfully saved with your Yetis believer. It's going to be shot middle. P-Man can't quite get it. Logic's up. Exile keeping nice control. He may have a flip. See what he can do with zero boost. He does. It's a center. Backward. Aqua trying to score. He can't quite get there. Now Swish sending it back middle. Logic already up for this challenge. Aqua sends it back over. It's a lot of back and forth. Shot and then the corner. Then shot, then the corner. Swish up looking for that angle. What a shot. What an angle. It's going to tie the Yetis up, and that's what you see out of these Apex players. Nice and fast. Gets that great angle. The only place he could put it.
Yeah, wow, what a shot by Swish as he just barely misses that right post. And it was just a beautiful pass to him from Exile as the Yetis have been doing this all game and all series. As a matter of fact, Frog, they have just been dominating this Whales team as Swish, just continuing here as he's going to get a pass to the middle for Exile, but it's just going to be saved by P-Man. Aqua with a good touch. Aqua going to keep control. Exile just going to keep it, and he's just going to get it taken by Logic. And that's going to be a good touch. I believe that was Aqua, if I'm not mistaken, Frog. And Logic with a good touch here. Exiled with a great save as the net was just wide open. And we're going to have Aqua here with a... Ooh, what a touch by P-Man. It's going to be a pass to Logic. Logic just can't get to it. Aqua is going to keep it here. They're just going to keep the threat. And Exile just not able to get up. But a good pass to Logic. And Swish is just there. This is a pass as well to Exile, but they just can't get it. I believe we're going to see our first overtime, Frog, as we are.
Yeah, it's going to be a drop down for an overtime. Time will start picking up. It's going to be a kickoff win for the Yetis, but G Game's able to get that mid boost. He's looking for a pass over to Logic, and intercepted by Aqua. See if they can get a pass middle. No, Logic actually passes the switch. Bump attempt. He-Man, great defense. Had to go deep in the net for that one. He's able to get it through. Exile looking for a pass over. He's just going to keep it for himself. Hoping for a boost spawn. Trying to get a counterattack playing. G Games has something off the backward. Does he have the read? No, he's going to drop it. He-Man was almost there for the shot. Can't quite get there. A lot of great shot attempts already in overtime as we're 30 seconds in. Great play by Exile. Can't quite get the dunk on target. Get to the corner and he'll go again.
Yeah, what a good try. As you know, we have Swish here. G just trying to get it to his teammate, and Logic's just there. As Swish just being back for the team, as he almost got a dunk on Swish there. As G goes up, G with a double. G just barely misses, but P-Man is just there, and P-Man's gonna challenge Exile. But what a save! And Exile just keeps the ball, but Logic just there. It's too high. He shoots, but P-Man's there, and he's going to get the shot in overtime, and we're gonna see a 1-1 series, Frog.
Yeah, the ball just came off the backboard. No defender for the Yetis were able to read it. 2 went up. None of them got the backboard read correct. He-Man there gets the great shot. Ties this series up for the Whales 1-1. Turns now into a best-of-5 series. And, I mean, despite Swish's best efforts, dropping 600 score, you know, he got countered by He-Man, G-Games, and Logic, all getting over 400. Able to secure the victory for the Whales there in overtime. I mean, what you need to see more from both teams is just their own game. They need to play themselves, play to their team's strengths, try to do the best they can. As you know, it's going to be a tough one to keep the series going. It may go the distance. We'll have to just wait and see.
Yeah, definitely. I seen Aqua dipped up out of here, but I believe he was just I don't know what was happening. I thought they were going to do a roster change here after that loss, but if they were, I didn't know the opportunity of why they wanted to there, because they're playing good together. That was just, you know, like you said, the play just kind of fell apart there at the end. There was no defenders. I think they played great together there, and the Wells are playing even better as well that game. And this series is just even, like we said it would be.
Yeah, just as even as we thought. We're going to head into this next matchup, though. It's going to be another close one. Is this going to get them serious lead for whoever wins this one? I have to wait and see. I'm hoping to see a little bit more high scoring, as even though there was only 5 goals in there, there was tons of shot, tons of pressure out, as both teams had double digits in the shots category.
Yeah, that was a game. That was probably going to be the best game of the series, Frog, as you know, these teams just, you know, continuing to be hot as Swish just goes up here. P-Man with a good save as the team kind of fell apart there pretty quick. Exiled with a good musty, but just couldn't get enough power on it. Swish with a good touch. Aqua just there. It's going to go down to Exiled, but he couldn't get the touch. As this is a pass from P-Man to G. And this Wells team looks hot, Frog.
Yes, what a shot by the Whales. He-Man off the corner. G-Game's right there. No Yetis defender was there. They were all in the corner. The Whales just took an opportunity and were able to capitalize off of it. Seems like the Whales have warmed up. So now we're going to have a corner bounce again. A possible shot for Logic. He's going to play it low. That's another goal for the Whales.
Yeah, holy cow. It just happened so quickly. As we see, it was just kind of a kickoff goal. And as we see, Logic kind of worked under, if I'm not mistaken, that was Swish or Exiled. One of them two. He kind of switched it under them and was able to just get the goal here as, you know, the Whales just continue to stay hot.
He-Man gonna try. He's gonna try to get a great touch center. He gets 50 by Exiled. He's out to the midfield. Just G Games will be back. Looking for a pinch, the Yetis are. It's gonna be a little bit weak. Great save by G. It's gonna be popped in the air. Exiled just gonna take nice control. He knows he needs to step up, especially as captain. Try to dominate this field game. It's gonna be out in the middle. P-Man though, a nice touch. Now a bunch of passes off this backward. Optimal play here on Rocket League. Swish able to catch it. It's going to be a pop over Xmas Logic's. I almost said Exile. It's Logic. The great touch there. Let's see how the Yetis can defend, as the Whales have great ball pressure over on the Yetis half.
Yeah, very much. I don't know if you realize, Frog, that Exile had kind of passed the ball backwards there. I don't know if it was, you know, made to, but has a shot here, and he got almost a dump, but P-Man just there as the ball just lingering, and Swish is just there. I believe that was great offense from the Yetis there, as Exile just continued with his no boost, Frog. to put pressure on this Wales team.
No pressure coming out. Yetis get that goal to get this one within one. Got 3-3-3 on clock in game number 3. Aqua, quick shot. P-Man will be back, though. For the Wales, he might get dunked. So that was a little miscontrol from P-Man. Lux out on that one, though. So Exile's going to be up 2 saviors there for the Wales. P-Man now looking for a cycle, possibly. No, just a tap off his own backboard. Cleared away. Exile looking for a sidewall. He did not quite get there. Wales seem to be a little bit out of boost as P-Man and Logic both on 0 and G on a very low boost. Boost can be a big factor in this game, Caden.
Very much. I believe the Yetis are controlling their boost really well, as you see Swish just using it to get there. Aqua up. This is a pass for Exiled, but Exiled was already up for that, and they're just nobody's back as Exiled was already up as second man there, Frog, and Aqua just kind of went without, I guess, the communication, and Exiled had no idea what was going on.
Exile didn't know quite what to do. Wales getting a 3rd goal in this game. They're looking like in a really good spot here to take the series lead 2-1. It's going to be a 50 to kick off. Another 50 to pop it up in the air. Switch, the 3rd man able to clear it. He's going to control his ball, looking for a shot. Saved by P-Man. So Yetis now going to be a little disorganized. P-Man's trying to get a shot on. Exile will be back. Logic has to get up there early. Get a nice soft touch. Trying to get over to G-Games. That might be on. No, it's going to hit the high crossbar. Aqua to finish. No, it's saved by Logic. Yetis had an opportunity there, and they couldn't quite break through Caden.
Yeah, what a shot by the Yetis. And the Wales are even playing better defense than the offense from the Yetis, as this was a passing play that they just tried to get, and they couldn't get it. Exile down to Swish. Swish just with a good shot, but it's saved by G. And this is another chance for Exile, but it just gets blocked by, I believe that was P-Man. It's going to go up. P-Man just going to counter it again. Aqua, he's under Aqua here, and P-Man's just going to have a wide open net. Swish is able to get back, but it was very, very risky. Exile going to keep it. Swish is going to come up behind. They're all low on boosts. G just did a beautiful demo here to kind of throw the Yetis off. Aqua with a good 50. The entire Yetis team is low on boost except Swish. This can be a big factor, like you said, Frog.
Yeah, low on boost, not able to make some plays if that happens. You only need a little, but when you have 0, it does not quite help. Logic going to look to get a pass down. He's going to use the ceiling to his advantage. All the Yetis there were there trying to make it clear as they're starting to head into desperation time. Now with G-Game scoring on them, though, that's going to make it even worse.
Yeah, what a shot. Frog, if I believe I'm seeing the same thing you're seeing. This Yetis team has fallen apart with communication. If I am not mistaken, in their VCs or wherever they're sitting, they have not been communicating is what it looks like to me, and that's why they're double committing and, you know, going for things that they shouldn't. As G here gets a good 50, but Swish is just going to get a good angle over. I believe that was P-Man. Frog, as we were speaking, the teams are just going back and forth.
Yeah, P-Man just made a little bit of a silly touch. Then the ball got past him. Logic was actually in the net, backflipped instead of double jumping, I believe. But yeah, I forgot to mention on that earlier goal, that would be a hat trick for G-Games. Now Swish also has the 2 goals for the Yetis. P-Man looking to get a 5th goal for the Yetis. Exile looked for a sidewall read. So a lot of these Apex players try to get these sidewalls. It helps out a lot. Swish maybe going to be able to get a hat trick here. It's going to bounce off the back wall. That is a shot. No, it's high. That would have been a great opportunity, especially with 1 minute left. Can't really afford to be down for 2 goals long here if you're the Yetis. Aqua trying to play a solo play. It's a ground pinch. P-Man's going to be there. Possible dunk. He goes high to the backboard. There's no Yetis there to follow up, though.
Yeah, this is hurting the Yetis as they're not playing as a team here, but it looks great. They have chances, opportunities after opportunities as Logic just passes to Exile. Exile with an open shot, and it's just there, but a save by G after a shot by Swish on an open net. Aqua up. Exile going to get a good touch, but it just went off the wall. G going to get a beautiful read here from, I believe that was Swish, if I'm not wrong, with a high shot here from Aqua. And Exile just flies in, gets a pass down to Swish. Swish with a shot, and it is in the high top part of the net, Frog.
That's a hat trick now for Swish. Hat trick for G, hat trick for Swish. Swish has been shooting 7 shots so far this game. He's been trying to make this Yetis team work. He's been trying to get it together. 13 seconds. We'll see if the Yetis can bring this to overtime. It's going to be a soft kickoff. G-Games wins that. It's going to be a pop from Aqua. P-Man's going to just try to put away, get this game over with, get the lead in the series. He's going to try to get another shot. Exile's going to have to pop it up. They are now going to have to try to keep it up off the ground for as long as they can. Miscommunication. All three Yetis were there, and nobody goes to keep it up.
Yeah, huge game for the Whales as they jump up 2-1. That was I don't know what happened there, Frog. I don't know what happened in a lot of things there. This game, in my opinion, Frog, shouldn't have been 3-4. The Whales should have kind of took a quick and easy win here and just put it out of reach. But, you know, the Yetis with their skill and the way that that game just went just kind of puts their dedication and their resilience that they have towards the game and their team, and they kind of dominated there to come back and kind of give the game a chance. But there at the end there, they kind of just looked lost.
Yeah, Yetis struggling a little bit. Swish was trying his best. Again, a hat trick on 7 shots. G Games hit the hat trick on 3 shots. So, I mean, G and Swish are both trying their very best to get this one going. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Frog, if we want to give a little bit, what do you think here is going to happen in game 4? I believe this is. Who do you think's taking this game?
Yeah, in game 4, I really think the Yetis possibly come out strong here. But the Whales have been on fire. Logic, sorry, that Xmas is messing me up so much. It is only a few days away, about a week or two. Exiled, though. The Yetis trying to get an offense going. That's been great clear by G Games as he flexes his wall dashes, trying to get that momentum up. Swish, though, past midfield. Exile, double tap off the corner. Can't quite get it back to Swish. Swish gets saved by P-Man. Aqua loses control of the ball. Exile will be there, though. It's all about this possession game in Apex. Just trying to keep the shots on, trying to keep your defense and stress low. It's Aqua. That's a great bait. Logic trying to make a great save. He does barely get it. Exile almost had a flip reset there. So we've already seen plenty of shots come out. Great saves, though. Because saves are more important here. Maybe Exiled can get a redirect. It's going to be a pop middle. Azura is up in the air, off ceiling. Maybe a swish shot. No, Exile will just go in.
Oh, what an offensive scheme there from Exile. The switch goes up here on the wall. Going to try and get a pass down to Azura or Aqua. And this is a good play here as P-Man with a good shot. Swish just with a good pass. Exile tried to get a redirect but just missed. And he tries to get the read on Logic as it doesn't work. P-Man hitting it up. It's a center for G. Exile just blocks it as P-Man goes up again. Hits off the wall. And I believe that was Logic that missed. And it just opened the net for Swish. And he just misses high as Aqua comes in. And it's just saved by P-Man. This is crazy as Swish comes in. He's going to get a good touch. He's going to continue the ball. He's going to try and get a pass. But he just couldn't read off Logic. Exiled with a pop up to Aqua. Aqua gonna miss the ball. Down to Exiled. Exiled with a flick, but it just gets stopped by G. G going up the wall, miss. P-Man coming in. This is gonna be a good touch. He's gonna just get stopped by Aqua. And Exiled, I mean, Swish is just gonna get a good touch here. As it's a pass for G. G can't miss it. And the entire Yetis team just falls apart as Exiled gets awkward, tries to save the pass, and P-Man just comes in and dumps it over him.
Yeah, the Whales are able to find another goal. Yetis aren't quite playing like they want. I mean, Exile, he jumped a little high, had to backflip to recover for that one, but the Whales were just faster than that ball. P-Man able to scoring that ball right below Exile. I mean, Exile, if he had a few more seconds, he would have been able to make that save, but it was just perfectly timed. Now Exile looking for that double tap. Great save by G Games. Aqua's going to be able to control it, though. It's going to be 2 in the net for the Whales. Almost a great shot, not able to be saved. It's going to roll across. At 2:50 to go here, just a 1-0 lead for the Whales. Exile trying to get a shot. Swish couldn't get the dunk. P-Man a little bit scary for him there, though. He's gonna be able to find this counterattack, though. He sees G Games in the midfield. It's a pass to him, saved by Exile. Exile now looking for a pinch. Almost a kookser into the net, but it's gonna roll up along the wall. Swish trying to stay away from his net. P-Man has an opportunity for a double tap. Pass from G Games does not connect. G Games now keeping a bunch of pressure. The Yetis are getting awkward. They may have just found their counterattack strategy working, though. Zax had almost a great dunk there, Caden. Both these teams are going back and forth quite a bit.
Yeah, this game is back and forth like we thought it would be, and this game's even more back and forth than all the other ones, Frog. As Exile comes in with a good play here, but it just goes past, I believe that was P-Man. It's going to go to pass from, I believe that was Logic to G, but a save by Exile. Couldn't get the names correct there, Frog. As P-Man up. Swish is going to come in. He's going to just get a great 50 back towards the Whales net. And this is a pass for P-Man, but I believe that was Aqua. Gets a good touch, and it's just a great touch by Aqua all the way to the other end. That was almost a 1 net off of a 50. This is literally a crazy game here, Frog, as G goes up. Exiled with a good dunk. I mean, I believe G was a good dunk, but Exile got the block. P-Man with a good touch. I believe it's going to be Logic going up. He's going to get a great. He's going to get a flip reset, but G just coming in to save him. Going to go for the double. He's going to get the angle, and he's going to get the shot, Frog. And the Whales are going to take a 2-0 lead with a 2-1 lead in the series.
Are you kidding me? I was thinking when I saw him take the ball from Logic that might have been a mistake, but that was not a mistake at all. He gets that double tap at a great angle. I mean, it looks like not double tappable, but G found the perfect position. Gets it past both Yetis defenders, and that gives them a 2-goal lead. 1 minute to go. Whales looking to get this series almost to match point. Yetis aren't able to find anything as the Whales defense are just stopping them out. P-Man is going to have a touch. G-Games is up. G-Games is playing so confident right now. It's crazy. I mean, he's trying to be that player. He's trying to be the X factor on this Whales team. Exiled almost a dunk. Oh my gosh. So fortunate for the Whales defense. They almost got dunked on so heavily. 45 seconds to go. The Whales just need to hold out. They'll be on to match point. Otherwise, the Yetis, they need to find some breakdowns of this Whales defense.
Yeah, very much. That was a crazy shot. As P-Man goes up here, he's going to get a great touch. Exiled with a good play. It's going to go back to Logic. Logic off the side wall. Doesn't get it. Swish is going to continue to a pass to Exiled. And G-Games just with the defense and the offense in this game today. This is going to be a shot. Oh, this is off. Exiled up. He's going to go for it. Low boost here. G is just going to boom it to the other side. He's going to get the slit. No, he's going to miss the double. And he doesn't even receive it. This is a crazy game, Frog. As Exile is going to try and play defense here. He's not going to be there, but Aqua is. Exiled with a good touch over to the wall. If the Whales can just hold here, this game is over. But the Yetis score, Frog, with 1 second left.
1 second is enough time. If you get the ball to pop, you can keep it up, you can get it to overtime. It's really going to depend on this kickoff tactics from the Whales. We'll see if they maybe try for a slow kickoff or a fake. We'll have to see. They're just going to try to ground it. Aqua can't get under it. That will bring the Whales up now to match point. I mean, just great shots by this Whales team. That was an insane double tap by G-Games. Ended up being the game winner as the Yetis got that last second goal. Did not matter, though, as 1 second ago. Very slim chances. And maybe the Whales demos are coming out to be an X factor in this game.
Yeah, they have demoed a lot in this game, as a matter of fact, Frog. And that game was more of demos than any type of play. As you see, they only, I believe it was G-Games with 472 points there, but P-Man as well with the 2 goals from both of them. But if we look at it, I believe all 3 of them had at least 1 or 2 demos. That's just a domination of a game there, as we see that the Yetis only had 1, and that was from Exiled. I believe that was the big factor here, Frog, is the Whales just continuing to dominate. As they go up 3-1, Frog, I'm kind of nervous, and I think the Yetis should have took a timeout here, but that's my opinion.
Maybe they'll tell us they take a timeout shortly, but I have not received any confirmation of that. Maybe they're just saying we just have to go next, keep in this one. Yetis are slow to join, but they do join. They are ready to play this one. This is for all the marbles. If Whales win this, they move on to the grand final. Otherwise, Yetis will keep alive to fight another day. Still need to win 3 straight here. Otherwise, Whales just need to win 1. Aqua almost with a great play. That's going to be a bang. Will there be a shot? Oh, it was off the post. Exile was a little confused on that read, but it worked out. It's a pinch. Aqua looking for the redirect. Can't quite get it on. The Yetis are coming out, firing out here early. Now, Swish. Trying to get a flick on. Trying to get something middle. Can't quite get the redirect. Exiled off the ceiling. It's going to be banged away. Aqua is there. Aqua looking for a touch. Middle. Exiled. Logic 50s. They're going to be down in the middle of the field. Swish is chasing over there. Great touch by G-Games. Keep it out. Caden out here early. Who do you think needs to score first in order for it to be a Yetis victory?
I believe the Yetis, and I believe it's going to have to be Exiled. But here it's just going to be a crazy shot. And it has to be Exiled, Frog, because if it's not Exiled, then this team doesn't, receive what they need as a team. Their focal point of the Yetis is Exiled. And with him not being as dominant as he's always been all season, it's not working out in their favor.
Yeah, Swish has been trying his best, trying to keep this Yetis team in here. He hasn't been able to lead them to more than a one-game victory, though. P-Man, great save as he gets up barely off the crossbar and out of the net. Swish, though, looking for a shot, fakes it. It's going to be Excel's ball. He's going to have time. Two defenders are there. Swish tries to turn in. He can't quite do it. It's going to be banged away. Minute and a half through. Still scoreless. Still anyone's game. Wales almost find a shot. They do. Logic can't quite get it in. P-Man tries for the foul. That's two wide shots in a row for the Wales. P-Man looking for a third. He's going to play slow. Aqua's able to clear it away. Now G Games trying to keep the pressure in. Swish bangs it up over to Aqua. Aqua greens that full boost. Yetis have plenty of boosts to their name. 300 apiece. Swish gets edged out by G. G playing that wheel lock game. So it's working out. Slows down the attack. Exile almost a great shot. Now we're 2 minutes through. Still scoreless, Caden.
Yeah, this game is really good, Frog. We just seen G with a crazy touch. Didn't get what he needed. Is Exile gonna get good touch here? Yeah, it's gonna go straight to him. P-Man, it's gonna waterfall down to Swish, but Swish is just not able to get there in time before P-Man gets the second touch. Down to Aqua. Oh, and he just blocked an open shot for Aqua there. That is a terrible mistake by the Yetis here. It's exiled with a good shot, but it just gets 50, and I believe that was by P-Man. And Aqua gonna go up. Aqua gonna get a reset down to Swish, and that would have been crazy if he would have got the redirect, but he couldn't, and P-Man's gonna take it out. This game is still scoreless with 2 minutes left. Aqua gonna go. This is a crazy shot, saved by Swish from Logic there. This is gonna be a touch by Exile. Exile going to go up here. As a matter of fact, with P-Man there, I believe that was a hard shot there to get, but Aqua's just there, but just too high on the shot from the pass from Swish.
Swish out to the midfield. Exile will be there. Trying to keep some pressure on the Yetis. Trying to get anything they can. They want to win this game. This is probably the most important game. If they can stop this Wales winning streak, they may be able to get the series into 7. Swish tries to get a ground pitch there. It's be G Games clear. Exiled off the back wall. Has some boost. He's going to leave the ball. Great bump onto P-Man. Keep the ball moving towards the Wales net. G Games. Great touch. What a pre-flip play to get that pinch. It's not expected. Off the ceiling now. It's going to be onto the backboard and cleared away. Yetis, they just need to take some time. There's no pressure from the Wales right now. They can take some time, regroup, get a solo play maybe for Exiled. Maybe the ISO as they call it. Exiled. Gets dunked though. P-Man's there for perfect timing. Wales lead by 1 with a minute and 11 to go.
Yeah, Frog, I seen this coming, and I'm so sorry to say that, but Exile took the ball from Aqua there and left Aqua in the middle of the field, and he just left there being lonely. And Exile just kind of giving it to them. The Wales took advantage. It's the Wales fake Aqua here. G's going to go for a shot, and this is just taken by P-Man as well. This is a crazy game. It's just shot by Logic, but just saved by his own teammate, as a matter of fact. Swish not able to get it. G is playing very aggressive. What a touch by Exiled. Exiled and Swish both going to be on the back wall. They both missed the ball. It is wide open as Logic has a shot. And Logic's just going to barely miss off the crossbar. As P-Man going up. Exiled with a good touch. This is going to go straight down. Good dunk. I mean, a good demo by Swish, and it almost opens up an open shot for Exiled. Is Exiled going to go back up? He just goes for the bump. Doesn't go for the ball, but I believe that was Aqua wasn't there.
30 seconds to go. Aqua is coming on that sidewall. Look, has one touch. Very soft. Exile tries to get that 50 up. Swish gets the catch. Just P-Man alone. Shot on Aqua will be able to get back. Wales, 10 seconds. All they need is to keep it away from their net, and they will be moving on to the grand final. What can Exile and the Yetis do? Exile has boost. Swish has boost in the back. It's going to be up towards Exile. There's no one back for the Wales. And never mind, there's just Logic. He gets the 50 down. The Wales are moving on to the grand final to play the Owls. A rematch of that upper semi.